How many of you have actually submitted a question on 3x5 cards? May I see it? Raise it. Okay. I guess we can stay here for another couple hours, right? File has selected some questions. We will not be able to get to every question, I don't believe. I'll turn it over to Fred.
Well, thank you everyone for preparing questions. Many of the questions were the same, so you're in good company. I'm going to begin with a very interesting question that an individual wrote, which is going to be an open-ended thing. So it'll be an opportunity for the candidates to focus on their own priorities. The individual writes, I'm a registered voter residing in Central Park, District 6, who owns my home and a commercial property in town. I have a 14-year-old son at Northwest Middle School who may begin attending Reading High in the fall. Explain to me why I shouldn't move out of Reading. What will have changed at the end of your term that would convince me that I should stay? So we're going to go in the same order.
Well, first of all, I think that's a great question, and that question I come across every single day in this city. I want to be the inspiration for that 14-year-old child. I want to show that that child could have opportunities in this city, could come from the city and go to college. Most recently, I came across a young man on Schuylkill Avenue who's a junior at Reading High. And he said to me, you know, there's no hope in this city. Why should I continue to go to school? I said, well, you contact me by Monday and I will continue to serve as your mentor moving forward. Parents leave this city because they see no hope for their children. They see that there's no way out for their children. I was brought up in an environment that was worse than this city, and I was fortunate to have made it in the condition that I am today. So I will share with that parent, and I hope that I meet you tonight, because I would like to share with you my story on how I've been able to make it in the city and how I believe I could be an inspiration to your 14-year-old son. Thank you.
I spend a lot of time in the schools, and I'll tell you the Reading School District is one of the best. If you look at 18 school districts around here, there's probably 17 of them would say, oh, Reading's no good, but I go there and I see the kids are great. There's a couple percent that are giving us a little problem. I'll tell you my answer to that question the person would ask. I would say to you, what's going on now in the school district is probably the most innovative program you'll see in the state of Pennsylvania, possibly in the country. And that is the production of magnet schools, where about 650 of the kids in the 6th grade are going to go to the magnet school for their 6th grade, and they go back into the middle school, and they're going to continue to have that specialty. I think every child in this community has a skill, a talent, an interest, and a capability that we haven't really tapped into yet. We have to identify that, and we have to support that child throughout the entire school system. And I think once we split Reading High School, because you make some lemonade out of the lemons that we lost with St. Joe's, we are going to have a new school that's going to take the 9th and 10th grade and going to relieve the pressure of overcrowding and some of the issues that we have. But I think you're going to see 4 years from now, and I'm going to stay involved in that because I love these kids. I go to every their graduation. I shake hands with every single one of those 5th graders when they graduate. And I tell them, stay in school, don't drop out, and be a success.
I just want you to know one thing. I didn't write that question. However, I have a 12-year-old son right over there in the audience there. He goes to Reading School District. I have a small business out in Riverside, a small grocery store, variety shop, skateboard shop. I lived in the city of Reading my whole life. I'm proud of this city. I don't want to leave. Why shouldn't he leave? Within 4 years, I'm going to make sure the crime is cut down, the drugs cut down over 50%. I'm going to make sure of it as the mayor of the city of Reading. I'm going to work with the Reading School District. We have a great school district, one of the best. Ask my son, he don't want to leave. He has the best sporting events in the city of Reading and in the county of Berks. It's the best education anywhere. We have some of the top graduates in jobs throughout the whole country. I am proud of our school district. We have one problem in the school district right now, overcrowding at Reading High. From being on the school board for the past 4 years, well, 4 years ago, I can work with this Reading High School to get that overcrowding problem addressed. That's where our problem is, overcrowding. And like I said, I will do my best to make sure I stay in the city along with that gentleman who wrote that question. Thank you.
Well, I'll just approach it from this standpoint. If you ever get a chance, go to the superintendent academic dinner that's held every June at the end of the school year, where you have your top students from the middle schools up to the high school, and particularly the graduating class, and see the colleges that they go to. The Reading School District still provides a good education. There's some problems there we need to work on. But why should you stay in Reading? You should stay in Reading because of the diversity of our city. Many times, depending upon what time of year it is, you can go through Reading and see the Latin Festival. You have different other communities having things going on. Why do you want to stay in Reading? Art and entertainment. Jazz Fest is world known. We got the Goggle Works coming in here. Why do you want to stay in Reading? Because of the river. We're going to be doing a lot of things down here at the river. That's going to become a magnet for the area. Why do you want to stay in Reading? Because of the downtown development. But more importantly, you want to stay in Reading because in the neighborhoods there's good people.
Yes.
A lot of good people. And that's the backbone of our city. And unfortunately, we need to do a better job in supporting them. But Reading has a lot of great opportunities, and that's why you want to stay in Reading.